It was so orange. So the Georgia Guidestones are in the news because of them, some guy putting a legit bomb on one. I couldn't tell if there was somebody who put it there and then ran away. Ooh, airplane taking off. Pay attention to synchronicities together with Chronos, Saturn, Father Time. If you see a plane ascending and it happens to catch you as moving, think about what you were doing at the time, even your action, and that will be on the rise. You know, if you see a plane descending, if there's something you want to bring home in your life to arrive to you, use your imagination, put it on that. That's magic. That's called sympathetic magic. The guys who invented rocket propulsion, like it was all like Order of the Golden Dawn, Parsons. They were using like sex magic, like jerking off, putting their intention on a rocket and shooting off into space. And that's how we got freaking jet. That's how we learned how to fly shit through the fucking net. Alright, anyways, the Guidestones at the bottom, if you don't know what they are, you probably do. So I guess it's a certain amount of stones, heavy as shit, all geometrically very Masonic. But at the bottom of it was signed RC. And nobody knows who did it. That would be the Rosicrucians of the Rosy Cross, who their mythical founder, patronage person is Christopher Rosicrucian. It's Rose Cross. And the Rosicrucians were kind of a secret society, a Masonic fraternal order of Sweden, around France, and they would have the red rose as their symbol on a cross. They have YouTube channels out the Rosicrucians, but they do speak about Jesus as a historical figure of like the master's teachings. But you know, I'm not sure if that's necessary to believe in if you're going to be a Rosicrucian. I think they're tied pretty close together with the Jesuits, or I'm sure they've come together. But at Rosicrucian, they definitely have more Neoplatonism, Kabbalah. I would almost call it, maybe it's a little bit like Christian Kabbalahism. It's esoteric Christianity. But, just like Masonry, yeah, it's cool they bring in the mysteries of Egypt and the Eleusinian mysteries and keep those alive. They keep it a secret, but there is something to secrecy. Usually what they just try to do is induce a near-death experience / mystical experience, rather than to be reborn. But then then it turns into it gets some factions go to the dark side and look to annihilate a good amount of our fucking population. Or they're like, was it directions on what to bring the earth to? Bring the population down to 500 million? wasn't even 500,000. Either way, that is not looking good for the majority population. And so, or did they built those things so they could survive a natural disaster. But who the hell are they to tell us what number of people to keep the human population at? Here's one disturbing factor. I talked about it last night on the show with Adam. If you tuned into that, thank you. If you're a new subscriber, yeah! Sorry I'm not in the studio right now, but we still gotta get it. We gotta get that wake moving. So, they have something about laws being judged by a all high court council, global court, like jury, judge. Take a wild guess where that's supposed to be freaking to come from. Jerusalem. Jerusalem, I think etymologically, Salem is like the way, path, Salem, like Salem. And then Yeru is the hero Heliopolis. It's the sun, freaking god of everywhere. Mesopotamia to Egypt. So, I mean, I don't know what to think about it. What I did pretty much come to the conclusion is that it is a Rosicrucian thing. Therefore, it's in the world of secret societies. And to think that at high levels of influence and power, these people are involved in secret fucking service cults. And are they all bad? I'm sure when you get to the higher ranks, what they do is they think that this wisdom, these teachings have been given to you. You select few, you chosen, because the rest of the profane, the common person is blind, is less human, is even to be conquered, subdued, subjugated, enslaved. Well, that seems to be what the fuck's happening, not the other way around. Not that it's just some fraternal, good for all brotherhood type of thing. Fraternities and sororities are there right in front of your face. Well, you know what? Rosicrucianism, Masonry, Kabbalah all have in common the Hebraic, Torah-based Israel as the chosen, selected few by this God Yahweh. Elevating this God Yahweh of the Israelites over everybody else. And therefore the people. And it's just like how you would have God, your descendants be from a god to justify your place as the Pharaoh, as the Caesar. So they did it with the character of Jesus. Moshiach ben Yosef, the suffering servant who would be rejected. And then, because everything needs an altar, Messiah ben Yosef, who persecutes, who's the adversary, and then Moshiach ben David, who is the King David, what that goes to. On one side of the cosmic clock, we have Pisces the fish flipping over into Aquarius in the precession of the equinoxes. A way to keep fucking time. It doesn't care about our goddamn opinions, and we know that shit happens for a reason, it seems. So, on that side, we're moving from Pisces into Aquarius. The water bearer. Where do we look for the Where do we prepare the Passover? Look for the man bearing the pitcher of water. Fucking Aquarius. If you're a scholar and you don't recognize the astrological fucking reference in that, you're an idiot and don't know shit. These fucking astrotheologians just most of them don't know shit about astrology. Santos Bonacci does know astrology well. But the more we learn this astrology, the more you could break down these secrets that are in the Bible and other texts of myth that didn't totally just get wiped out. Oh, Christianity, an outgrowth of Judaism, perhaps not accidentally. They kept people from being literate, wiped out cultures, and replaced it with this one from Judea. Not my shit. And it's an amalgamation of a bunch of others. It wasn't created in a vacuum. It wasn't handed down on fucking tablets. We have to take a critical, rational approach to religion. And I think that means that there's still room for a spiritual, mystical relation to the divine and sacredness and an enchanted, magical world with energy and vibrations and frequencies and in a metaphysical scape. Some will take a critical historical approach to religion, and then that affects them in their philosophy on life. And their worldview could be a purely materialistic one, teetering on nihilism. Okay, so you believe this is all there is. Bam, that doesn't mean you're nihilistic. That could also very well be existentialist, a phenomenologist. Some of the great, which is still great, transcendentalist. But so there is something that transcends the material physical. Our thoughts and our emotions are two prime fucking examples. Now we have these shared ones, shared fucking thoughts, existing in the realm of ideas. And then they come into form, I think. The Plato, we highlight Plato, like, oh, Plato's fucking. Plato also thought that the common civilian is a fucking idiot that should be ruled over by this priest class, philosophers, secret societers, and really they're fucking almost slaves, slave drivers. But it just happened to be one of the few philosophies of literature that didn't get stamped out. So there was an empire Reich, the Greek. Before that, we have the Egyptian was like an empire. Germany tried to be the Third Reich. These are empires that fell down. It's the same story that happens in Joseph and Moses, where an person claiming membership from the people of Israel, which is mostly a Neo-Assyrian Babylonian sect of religion, and the people of that area, the Levant, they infiltrate the Pharaoh. They gets raised into that culture, and then what was the result? It collapses and they escape and get their homeland. What happened in Germany? The Fuhrer, who's a total pawn, his number one chauffeur and bodyguard, was controversial as the head of the SS because he was from these people claiming ethnicity and religion intertwined. And what was the result of Germany? The fucking collapse of it. A vilification of it, a demonicization of it. They'd have us thinking that we were human sacrificing illiterate pagan druids and bards and priests, if it was up to the history that got handed down to us. And through work of scholars, historians, we're trying to patch together what our fucking Eastern European culture was like, and beliefs and traditions before the strong arm of the freaking Torah authors wiped it out. Alright. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a rant. And we learned something about the Rosicrucianists, Christopher Rosicrucian, and the Rosicrucians. And a good meditation to do. The red rose deals with your root chakra. Rose as likened to a flower, a lotus in the east. Our chakral wheel or flower energy center. Red, passion, sex, sexual energy, life-giving force, energy. To visualize that, focus on that in the root of our spine, and raise it up to the crown of our head like a beautiful red plume on the top of this soldier's crown. Taking back our fucking divinity, our royalty, our fucking throne. Let's go.